Greetings, Earthlings. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Real Friends of Football. We got the Jets mock draft today. Yes, you see the green jersey. Really quickly, let's dive into what this means for the New York Jets. Okay, I want to know who won this trade, who lost this trade. I don't know if that's a thing. If you're gonna be able to tell me the truth on that. I want to know expectations. Have they risen for the upcoming season? And, just your overall feeling. This is your time, right? This is your moment as a New York Jet to finally, be happy about something. And so, have a way.
So, just to set it up for any of you who are living under a rock, the New York Jets just traded for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
It's been something that's on the cusp. It was going to happen. It was just absolutely miserable. Sitting, waiting, talking about it to like all ends. And finally, man, just my initial reaction was it's over with. Let's go to the draft. It's finally like a reality. So, I mean, what does this mean? The New York Jets immediately are Super Bowl contenders. You look at this roster, and it's ready to win right now. Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, Corey Davis, Breece Hall, Conklin, Sauce, Quinnen Williams, C.J. Mosley.
Why did you name Conklin? Why'd you name
because
Conklin?
He's a tight end. Man, you better hope we weren't going to clip that. Now you just killed the clip.
Just don't. I guess my bad. I'm sorry. I did kill the clip. My bad. That's my fault.
Goodness gracious. Conklin is a side piece that better than Tanyan. I mean, probably right around the same as Tanyan. But anyways, the roster's ready to win right now. AFC is so stacked, though, even with all these pieces and having someone who is A-Rod's caliber. You still have Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, you have Justin Herbert, all these young up-and-coming quarterbacks. So we'll see. I'm just glad that all this nonsense is over. I'm happy that we have someone that can take us to the playoffs. And that's the expectation. The expectation is at least playoffs. I'm thinking double-digit wins. And in reality, we have a 2-year window to hopefully go and do something we haven't done in 50 years and get a Lombardi trophy. So if that's the case, screw these picks. I don't give a shit about these. If we're hoisting a Lombardi trophy, no one's going to remember what the trade comp was. It's just going to be, dang, Aaron Rodgers took us to a chip.
As an outside viewer of the party, I like this. I like this for you, right? I like this for the Jets. We've only seen Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, right? We've only seen him in that little nook and cranny of Wisconsin. Now he's headed to the Big Apple. He's headed to, cameras in his face constantly, paparazzi, the high lifestyle, and it's his persona as the New York. Is he the most popular athlete in New York? I'm thinking baseball. I don't know, a Mets guy Aaron Judge probably. There's a lot of Yankees that own New York.
I was gonna say probably Judge. I mean, there isn't any big Knicks fans. Kevin Durant left Brooklyn, so I mean,
I would say Brunson for the Knicks, but no, Aaron Rodgers is over that. Him and Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Judge are the top commodities of New York, and so I would just hope, given his persona, given his history, that it doesn't get taken away from how great he is as a quarterback. And I would even go further to say, I don't care how his stints with the New York Jets kind of goes. I do not want people to forget that he is a lock-in for Hall of Famer. And I love Tom Brady. All goodies to him. I have Aaron Rodgers as the GOAT in my eyes. He's the greatest quarterback I've ever seen. And now he's in New York. So I remember multiple times you have been saying that y'all are a quarterback away. And are you saying, I feel like you sold yourself slightly short, or you kind of worded it in a way, but who's winning that division? Who's winning the AFC East?
I mean, that's the thing. It's so stacked, and you still have to go against, like you said, Josh Allen. The team overall has been good, will continue to be good. They're well coached. Miami just added God knows how many pieces, both offense and defense.
Yeah.
Tua's going to be a little shaky there. And then, of course, Bill Belichick in New England, they never just go away, even whenever they have players that you think aren't the superstars of the league. But I could easily see 3 AFC East teams making the playoffs, which they almost did this past year. A-Rod not even in the picture. So a lot of variables in who stays healthy, who kind of figures it out from a scheme perspective. Those are going to be the questions, but I think easily it's going to be Jets, Miami, Bills that are competing for the number 1 spot. I think New England's in that bottom echelon, and in my eyes, the Jets should be the favorite today because we don't know what kind of moves Buffalo is going to make, who they're going to go sign. Maybe they go get DeAndre Hopkins, and that kind of puts them back up into that AFC East championship. But they're the champions until they're not. So I'm not going to say that we're going to go win, but we're getting into the playoffs, and that's all we need. We just need to get there, and then who knows what could happen.
Okay, so let's get into this mock draft. I have it set up for us on my end. I'll let you know of any available talents. Jets hold that 13th overall pick, but it's really 15, right? It's not.
Yeah, so they actually updated it in PFF already, which was really damn fast.
Oh, let me redo it. Let me refresh my screen. I've had this up for a minute now. Let's see.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, I mean, just so everyone knows, the Jets and Packers flipped first round picks. They get 13, we get 15. We also sent them 42 this year, and we got a 5th rounder from them this year as well. Next year, the 2nd rounder that we sent could become a 1st if Aaron plays more than 65% of the snaps. So that's kind of just a quick breakdown.
So if he plays 65% of the snaps and then you guys have a not so great season, they still get that first round pick no matter what. Next
year. Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
We'll see.
Don't mess it up. All right, so you guys got 5 picks in total. Aaron Rodgers is on the team. We've done so many mock draft simulations where we're speculating he does it. He's on the team now. You're at the 15 spot. I got Bijan, Dalton Kincaid, Kalijah Cansey. What positions are you looking for? Where are you looking to go right now with this 15th pick?
I think right now it's all about the trenches still, whether that's protecting Aaron or getting help for Quinnen on the defensive side of the ball. I think it just depends how the board, falls to 15. But man, right now I'm thinking the 2 picks are between Kalijah Cansey and like Darnell Wright, depending on which tackles actually make it to 15. Those are the 2 guys I'm thinking. Those 2 are available, right?
I got those 2, yes, and I got Broderick Jones and Antoine Harrison, and of course DeJuan Jones. I like the Darnell pickup really good because if Mekhi Becton that we kind of if he's in a better spot, he can handle that left side. Darnell Wright is getting crazy comps, crazy good buzz. Trent Williams type energy is kind of that aggression, that ferocity that he's getting linked to Trent Williams also. So, and then in the defensive side, we got Kalijah Cansey. Yes, he's going to be up along with Mozzie Smith and Brian Breesy.
I think the PTSD of the organization is going to want to go Darnell Wright because of how many injuries they had last year. We did bring back a couple of pieces to add depth on the O-line. And Elijah Vera-Tucker can play a couple of different spots. We did go re-sign Connor Govern at center as well. But I think that has to be the move, not only just for Aaron Rodgers' sake this year, but for the future. We know how important that offensive line is to our GM, Joe Douglas. So I'm going to go Darnell Wright here.
All right, sweet. So we're going Darnell Wright at the 15. Then you guys don't have another pick until pick 43. And then on my board, oh my gosh, this is interesting. This is interesting. I got Felix Anudike-Uzomah, Darnell Washington, Josh Downs, Jack Campbell, Steve Avila as my top 5 dudes on my end. What do you think you guys are going to be looking to focus on in your second round pick?
So we established tackle in the first round. Now we got to look in the trenches, maybe wide receiver, and then safety is also something that we're looking at as well. Man, so right now I don't love any of the wide receivers here. Maybe Josh Downs because we do need that kind of shiftier slot special teamer. But who do we have at interior defensive line?
I got interior defensive line up. I got these are most of these cats we haven't gone in fully in depth with, but Siake Ika and Kobe Turner out of Wake Forest, and then Keanu Benton out of Wisconsin, along with Moro Ojomo out of Texas, Zach Pickens, who was at the Senior Bowl. Those are the 5 interior defensive guys that we have on the board right now. Why is PFF saying linebacker for you guys? What is the messaging behind that?
Well, that's a good question because we just went and re-signed Quincy Williams, Quinnen's brother, who plays linebacker. We still have CJ Mosley, who we could restructure his deal or possibly let him go. I just don't think that we're going to go linebacker at this spot while he's still on the roster. If we would have released him a month ago, sure. But it's just not a drastic need at this moment, especially when you play nickel more times than not. We have enough guys, or maybe go linebacker later on, maybe get a Dorian Williams or something in that 4th to 5th round range. Mm-hmm. So I'm not looking there. I do like Keanu Benton out of Wisconsin. Antonio Johnson's there at safety. Oh man. Yeah, I think here we go Keanu Benton. He's the best interior defensive lineman in my eyes at this spot. Playing in Wisconsin, they always churn out defensive linemen. Yep. They're gritty. They play nasty in that 4-3 scheme. So, yeah, we're going to go Keanu Benton here and add him next to Quinnen Williams. You add depth in that rotation. I think that's a win-win.
Yeah, it looks like on my side, I got Keanu Benton standing at 6'4" at 309. PFF says he's really good at winning with his hands, and he has a role of being a versatile defensive tackle. So let's go ahead and add him to the bunch. And then we go from pick 43 all the way to pick 112. That's a huge jump. And so we're standing at this point. I know you. So we filled the interior defensive spot. You mentioned Dorian Williams. He is going to be available here at this spot, along with I got. What are y'all looking at? Corner? Would you guys be
probably going to be linebacker, safety at this pick? Maybe receiver if like the right value is there, but I mean.
Value-wise for receiver right now, you're looking at Trey Palmer out of Nebraska, Kayshon Boutte out of LSU for it to make sense right now. Charlie Jones has been getting some crazy buzz. I do like him. 4th round, I wouldn't be shocked or crazy about that. And of course, we have X out of Iowa State, our Senior Bowl love, and then Parker Washington out of Penn State. All those guys are on the board for us right now. And then
we got
safety.
Jamie Robinson or Christopher Smith.
We got quite a few safeties on my end. We got our boy JL. We got Jair Brown, Christopher Smith, and along with Anthony Johnson and Marte Mapu out of Sacramento State. We got quite a few safeties right here. I don't know if you want to cash in on one now or what.
I'm feeling like it's either going to be Dorian Williams or one of these guys in the back end. I do like the size that JL brings. Anthony Johnson's also gotten a lot of buzz. Christopher Smith, I think, might be a little early to pick him. We possibly get him in that next round. So Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go Dorian Williams. That's just honestly a me pick. I
Oh,
love his explosiveness. I think he is a Quincy Williams clone that can play on the other side, get developed, and then plug in once he walks probably next year. Just a high motor fits into these kind of Robert Saleh defenses. Could maybe become a Fred Warner esque one day. That's the hope. So let's go Dorian and see what we can grab at safety at pick 143.
okay. So we're at pick 143 right now, and we have pretty much the same set of safeties that we discussed last time, excluding the Marte Mapu gentleman. So I still have Anthony Johnson Jr., I got Christopher Smith, and I got Ronnie Hickman, all available for you guys.
Man, it's hard to pass up on a safety out of Georgia. You know what kind of physicality they bring there. They're running NFL schemes. They play against the best talent. And Christopher Smith he has his struggles, but he's climbing up, I think, a little bit more than people realize. So I'm going Christopher Smith. He doesn't have to start right away. We'll probably let Chuck Clark and Whitehead hold the reins down for right now. He can develop and then hopefully take over next year. So Christopher Smith, I think, is a great value pick right here in round 5.
And you guys are capping off this mock draft or this draft season with the 5th pick at pick 170. This is this is not even really a special teamer. This is a guy that can definitely still contribute to your team. But last pick for you guys, I have Viliami Fejeco out of San Jose State. Keaton Mitchell, I don't know if you guys would go running back. You can go back into the trenches with John Gaines II out of UCLA. Where do you think you guys will be going?
Okay, hear me out.
Oh, God.
So we covered a lot of solid positions. Tackle, defensive line, linebacker, safety.
Yeah.
What didn't happen was Corey Davis didn't leave in this trade, which I thought was going to. I would normally go wide receiver here, maybe take a stab at Wheaton, Trey Turner, something like that. Do you see Dorian Thompson-Robinson on your side?
I do. Yes, I do see him on my side. Yes.
I love this quarterback out of UCLA. Mobile, started 40-something games. He has experience, and we need someone to fill that third string spot. Maybe develop, maybe turn into something. Mike White's gone, Flacco's gone. A-Rod's only going to be here a year or so. I think you take a flyer on a high ceiling prospect kid who can sit, no pressure, do your thing, maybe come over and beat out Zach Wilson. Aaron Rodgers retires, and we have this new age style quarterback who's mobile, who can extend plays, and has a track record of being him at UCLA. I'm going Dorian Thompson-Robinson right here to cap off the draft.
I am absolutely astonished of the Jets, how you guys think, how you guys how are you able to easily hop over the pain of saying he can beat out Zach Wilson? You know what I'm saying? That
Zach
being
Wilson, right now, Zach Wilson's dead to me. Body that needs to be walked over. So maybe he learns from Aaron and becomes him going into next year. But even then, that's already year 4. Do we pick up his 5th-year option? And we have to start thinking about moving on realistically. And with this 5th round pick being an extra one that we kind of just snagged from Green Bay, I think it's low risk, high reward in this situation on someone who I just really like personally, one of my top 5 quarterbacks in this draft. To get him in the 5th round, who knows?
Yeah, not too crazy. So we got our Jets mock draft. I got Darnell Wright at that 15th spot. They gave us a B for it. They gave us a D for that Keanu Benton defensive. Yeah, that pick right there, they did not love. Got a good handling on everything with Dorian Williams. And the 4th round gave us an A- for that. They kind of liked the Christopher Smith safety spot in the 5th round, and then to cap it everything off, they gave us a B plus for Dorian Thompson-Robinson, and then we got a B minus overall. So on a scale of 1 to 10, right? What would be your excitement level if this is how the draft actually panned it out for the Jets?
If this was what we got, I'm giving this like my excitement an 8 out of 10. I think this is a really solid class. Keanu and Christopher Smith could be interchangeable. Maybe it's scheme, personality, whatever the Jets may want to go for to fill in still interior defensive line and safety. I think those do need to be addressed. So pick your flavor, but if this is the outcome, the Dorian Thompson-Robinson pick, of course, is going to be like a media frenzy, just, well, y'all just got Aaron Rodgers, blah, blah, blah. So that would be hilarious. Don't think that actually happens. But if this is the load, hey, I'm with it.
All right. Okay. And if I know one thing, you do like loads. So we
coming. Hey, you see it? Double. Okay.
All right. So we did that. Yeah, so we got a B minus for this mock draft. Once again, Darnell Wright was our first round pick at tackle, followed up with Keanu Benton in the 2nd, Dorian Williams in the 4th round, Christopher Smith in the 5th round, along with DTR at a UCLA quarterback. In the 5th round, is there anything else that you want to pretty much speak Jets exist into, like manifesting Jets? We're going to have a longer offseason talking about any and all additions that you guys do make. So anything for us in this last mock we're doing for the Jets?
The New York Jets are ready. The roster is ready to win now. You have the pieces in place on offense, a top 5 defense. You look at what history has told us. Brady to the Bucks, Super Bowl. Manning to the Broncos, Super Bowl. Stafford to the Rams, Super Bowl. Let's go get a ring.
Russell Wilson to...
We didn't have to bring that one up. I was bringing up the good ones.
Matt Ryan to... Okay, let's get over it. Let's get out of here. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.